What's the most surprising thing that you learned about each of them while writing this book?
I guess I was surprised at how much Steve Jobs let his executive team influence him in the 2000s. So the critical event, and I had actually written about this in Staying Power, but it wasn't until we got to the Strategy Rules book that we really understood the dynamics of what was going on within Apple. But for example, for many, many years, decades, Steve Jobs was opposed to doing anything that encouraged the Windows ecosystem. That was Microsoft. Microsoft was the enemy.
Right.
And he was driving his company into failure one more time. He had iPod and iTunes, which were great consumer products, but to use them, you had to have a Macintosh computer. And he was trying to drive Macintosh sales through these other complementary products that were tied. And the Mac, unfortunately, only had 2% market share. This was in 2002, 2003. And 98% of the world used Windows computers. And he refused to open up iTunes and the iPod to Windows users until his executive team overruled him. And he finally let that happen, and then he changed his mind. Again, here's leadership in some ways. Changed his mind and said, well, okay, if we're going to do this, then we want the Windows version of iTunes to be the best Windows app ever built. Really give Windows users the Apple experience. So it surprised me how Jobs was able to combine this incredible stubbornness and dogmatism, which had served him well, because when it came to insisting on perfection in user interfaces and ease of use, he would never compromise on that. And that led to the very special culture we have in Apple. At the same time, he applied that stubbornness and dogmatism to strategy. And often that led Apple into blind alleys. Many products failed, or he didn't get enough software companies to support the Macintosh, for example, so it never took off beyond a very small group of dedicated users. So he was able to choose his spots where to be flexible. So I learned a lot about Steve Jobs, and I guess Steve Jobs and Apple were the one area that I had not studied as intensively as Gates and Microsoft or Andy Grove and Intel.